の1本は、ブルドッグなので、ガーディアン、心も唱えと考えるとどうでしょう。しゃがみましたクリスタル、うまく避けました。これ1本取り返し2対1。すごいですね。読み先全部分かってるっていうことですね。
そういうことなんですよね。確かにスネークバイトで一旦足止めができると考えると、確かに守りの要なんですよね。
マンチキンが大量発生した第3ラウンドまでですが、今度もマンチキン読んでいるんでしょうか。フォクシーナインと2人で組んでいきます。
ただまずは A メインのエリアコントロールから始めようとしているのが TG ですね。
そうですね。誘導されリレーボルト、いやリレーボルトは打ちませんでしたね。これで A メインを1で抑えることができました。
ケージを返したりしなかったようなので、このまま完全にコントロールできていますね。もしかしたらケージ打っていたかどうかちょっとミニマップでは確認できなかったのですが、
ガレージには荒本、若干 C の警戒心が高い前陣に対して今度は A メインのチェックが入るのはグローバルスポーツ。足も映らないように、そしてドローンの開始です。見えたのはオーメン。パーピーと考えるとちょっとメインにも見えますね。
そうなんですよね。まだこれだと確定ではない。
ショートへのアルマゲドンで自分たちのエリアを広げていきます。ロングにはパラノイア、寄ってきたのがテクシャです。残り40秒、これを本命とするか、ジェンジーの考えはどうでしょうか。
離れていてもこうやってスクリーンで援護できるのがバイパーコースの強みではないか。
ここでバイパー選択、何かヒオルと考えたでしょうか。マンチキンが寄ってきます。そして C はスモークでインズウォーク持ってない。コンティーですし、超えてきたボクシーナイン。そして今度は下がってマンチキンの援護を待ちます。390を左サイドに入れて、スモークリエースが打ち抜いた。バックサイドにはテクシャとマンチキン、カロも寄ってきた。残り時間が少ない中、カロン、テクシャ、そしてリレーボルト。ワンオンツーです。
調子ないといけません。冷静すぎる立ち回り。避けました。確かにね、残り時間焦ってピークして倒して設置を考えると急いで打ちたくなる、そこまで読んでいたんでしょうか、カロン。
あんな冷静にできますか。
そのポイズンクラウドをもらって、そのポイズンクラウドの中で耐えるというフォクシーの立ち位置の取り方は素晴らしかったですよね。
So he wants that baseball championship, dude.
円が速いですよ。それとハロンです。窓前でケリースを落としました。
窓前でおそらく複数車線で抑えてたんじゃないですかね。
I mean, you guys are having like serious trouble, dude. You can't regulate the fucking 5G tower, dude. They'll just go in there and rook your day, dude. You had everything riding on Sophie coming in here and allowing you guys to rebrand some infrastructure. It's probably already there, and I'll be honest with you, man, like, I don't know if Sophie is like in any hurry to do that for you. Because this 5G is, I mean, I even felt like the Verizon 5G was better. This one is like having problems. I don't know if they went to like, I don't know if they went with like crucial servers or some shit, or crucial data centers. It's like, I don't know if you went with crucial, because it's like, you know, it's fucking a lot of BS, which is, you know, blue light syndrome. What is, I'm not white, so they don't understand me. How do you think that I feel whenever the PC fucking blue lights because you went with crucial garbage, and then you wonder why Verizon is better than you, and why you have to fucking look up to all this shit? You get it, you know? You want to fit in with your racist neighborhood racist potato. You like potatoes, and potato has given you so much, clearly. I'm sure the potato claimed the fact that they fucking willed you a fucking Super Bowl championship, even though I'm sure they had nothing to fucking do with it. They probably were being a stupid fucking potato, because the potato really can't help with something like that. Didn't know. a huge injury for a player like that and for a player base. The reason why any Indiana team struggles in any NCAA playoff bracket is because they're too invested in their potatoes. So, like, you know, the only thing that's really going to win a national championship or even a big Super Bowl thing is a fucking nuclear weapon, you dumb fuck. You get indoctrinated and you get put inside the nuke, you dumb fuck, and then what? They use it as a fucking grasp to fear the fucking enemy. You ever heard of fear? Or do you just eat potatoes anytime you're fucking scared, you fucking pussy? I eat potatoes when I'm scared. It's like, okay, but what? I don't. I don't, you know. Those are my enemies. It keeps on getting bugged and shit. Like, that troll, I don't even think that troll has ever even been on Xfinity like one time or two times, and what? They fucking like own my troll too. It's like, I think that you guys don't have any regulation over the 5G, and you don't have an infrastructure here to claim a long bomb. So the long bomb goes to Devontae Adams and Jalen Hurts. I mean, Dak got shredded. What are we supposed to do, dude? T-Mobile didn't come in here and give us life. It was fucking Xfinity, and I'm not happy about that, to be honest with you. I would prefer it was T-Mobile. That way I could at least enjoy Destiny and Halo at a consistent rate. But I guess, I mean, being inconsistent on Xfinity is better than being incapable on, 5G at T-Mobile. And Verizon wasn't even that incompetent whenever I was using their 5G. Which goes to show that they have much better faith and they have just better networks. Or I'm sure that they go to B&H for their shit, and it seems like T-Mobile is a potato. And that's unfortunate because potatoes suck ass, dude. Potatoes aren't healthy. Like, how do you expect a potato to help anything, dude? Potato doesn't even understand whenever they were helped and need to, reciprocate. Can you believe that, had you let that tusk stay a bridge and you let me stream off my troll, it would have been a little bit better. And if you would just put me in the regular servers, I probably wouldn't even have been that toxic. I wouldn't have teabagged, but I mean, honestly, you need me to vocalize everything, and you have to question put my question into character, put my character into question. Like, I'll be honest, man, like, just been doing a lot of Vanguard lately. Haven't really been doing anything toxic. My friends, they want me to play Infinite, but I don't even want to, dude, to be honest with you. So relax. Infinite BTB it's too chaotic. This is way too chaotic. Oh, you must have some crucial AI, dude.
挟んで止まらなかったのが偉かったですね。デリオンの体力は15まで削られました。リレーボットを入れての繰り返しがスタートしています。右側からはラース正面2つのテクスチャー4対3の人数状況人数モークの解除。ただここのキルコントラクトに移ったのは今回はサロン。そのままガスメートが進んでいくラストの解除。ラウンド勝利は全治。偉かったのはカロンでしょう。そうですね。まずこのエントリー会社半分スピリなどを使いながら、早めに飛び込んで北進内のプレーカバーラインの満式の素早いプレーを取れたのは良かったんですけど、ただこのキルコントラクトで解除を止めてくるというところを予測していましたね、ジェンジ。ここまで C 側狙われていたのでエクスチャーを置きました。ただ武器がかなり苦しいのがジェンジです。スーパーな武器に置くのが分かるんですよね。でもエクスチャーはオーバードライブありますからね。そうですね。ジェンジは勝ったもののエコランドです。今キープしたんですけど、
I think I'm just gonna vote for Keller, dude. To be honest with you, dude, he brought in that Sophie deal, and then if he gets outed, dude, and they don't get that Sophie deal, I am literally gonna want to fucking hurt someone, dude, and I don't know who I'm gonna take it out on, but what? To be honest with you, dude, I don't want it to come to me having to do something by accident to some innocent yada yada, or it being like, oh, well, because, you know, we owed you, you gotta get figured out by another pedophile or predator or something, and we gotta sue you for predation, and what, we could make the tournament this year, and I'm gonna be like, yeah, this is just a fucking stupid retard racist nightmare.
きますよね。
確かにジェンジーの方が配置としてはクロスは組めていたように見えるんですけれども、どちらをかかってしまうと、切り替えるのも少し長くなってしまいますからね。
グローバルコース3本目。
確かに進行は止まった順に入れた順次ですけれども、ここの作品組とまだどういうふうに誰を踊りにするかというところにズレが発生したかもしれないですね。新勝負ですけど、いやー、これはなかなかですね、新生がブロックを作るために飛び出したのを確認して P2 したところをずっと抑えてますからね。
Whoa, we got really high that time. That's the highest we ever been. I was lucky, dude. Freaking Hunter can't even get hops like that. Is it Exo? Is it Awoken? It's an Awoken. Hex is so the admin will fucking buy stock, dude. As if, dude, having a fucking stupid admin is literally the worst thing that you could ever fucking have. That's why whenever fucking Verizon comes in here and gets a fucking admin that will fucking allow a hack and fucking then, you know, allow stock to be bought and buy the stock for me and what, you know, they might even fucking buy the stock while they're watching my fucking stream in the fucking same fucking screen of their fucking PC, dog. Like, as if you could fucking do something like that. You're so crooked, you retarded, broke ass dumb. Broke ass dumb. Sure, I know you guys were fucking broke, dude. Holy shit. John's like, I hope it's everything that you wish it is. I'm like, oh my god, these people, what? Dude, they can't even handle, like, a stable connection. They're getting bullied out by Xfinity and Verizon, and what? They think they can throw a punch, and what? I guarantee you I can make a better punch than them, dude, because they're a bunch of fucking basic-ass idiots. Like, ever heard of Hype? You ever heard of, like, you know, Seagate? Like, see if they were, like, Iron Wolf, but they're not Iron Wolf. They're not, like, they're not X299 Iron Wolf. You know what they are? They're a bunch of retarded ass fucking Crucial, dude. Like, oh, I would. I won a fucking Super Bowl on Crucial. Crucial's the greatest thing ever, and then you realize it's just one and done, a one-trick pony, and what? Honestly, the Crucial didn't even help you that much. I'm sure of it, dude. I'm sure it was the little guy, dude, and the fucking nukes that they were pushing out with your indoctrination, because that's what they fucking do to win first place. Like, literally every fucking time it's first fucking place, and you can't get people to do that more often because you get fucking wiped because they don't want to fucking talk with you because you decided you wanted to be Crucial again, and we don't like that stupid ass bullshit. The difference between Hype and Crucial is Hype is very expensive and they take a long time to make them. Hype is like literally the most expensive, whereas Crucial is like literally the most cheap. And then they make them so fast. They make them like every year they come out with a new fucking trash can Crucial. And it's like, oh, well, keep up with the potatoes. They're so broke. They'll break the game. It's like, you know, whereas Hype is like, you need to win. If they don't allow you to need to win on your Hype, like, I'm gonna be honest with you, dude, it might not be the Sounders here, dude. It could have been had they allowed me to need to win, but they don't even what. What they do is they fucking, like, basically blacklist me and say, oh, well, we're gonna put you on a cheater server for that. And I'm like, okay then, no special treatment for you and your Sounders or your Seahawks or any of your fucking sports teams because that's what I have over you, bitch. And what? If you wanna fucking fight me on that, you're gonna lose 10 times out of 10. Just like if I fight you over fucking hack, what? I'm gonna get blacklit, like blue lit fucking 10 times out of 10. And what? That's your fucking flex? So what? What's my fucking flex? Think about it. With all this fucking long bomb and with all this fucking better ham, dude. What are you gonna say that I don't have? Because I mean, I show you my private Instagram, something that most streamers will never do. I show you my family's ranch. I show you the different things that I have in order. Do I need to show you? Do I need to give you like a resume like of all my family like prowess and like what we all do and like our educations and stuff to let you know that I'm not gonna be like that idiot who's gonna be fucking drinking ninja fucking nuts and fucking teabagging people or something. Like, see, that's where you got me wrong. Like, I don't really teabag anyone unless I know who they are. And then even then I probably won't teabag, to be honest with you, because it's a waste of a button, dude. You understand I play on a controller? You understand that teabagging is a waste of a button? You understand you get so many presses or it's like there's no point. Like, you understand I have like I'm old and I don't want arthritis. You understand I never was really a teabagger. Your broke bullshit could never understand that because it probably doesn't have a ping on me because it probably just considers me some Mexican. No, you guys just want to fucking bug it, and you don't have the capacity to keep those other companies in the 5G to bug it. Clearly, the only people that wouldn't bug it is Verizon, and what? I'm not going to say I'm going to switch back to Verizon, but I want my promotion, and what? I'll stick with you guys. Just know that once my Sophie gets here, you better allow me a little bit more freedom, otherwise I'm not going to fucking help you even a little bit. I'm not going to bandwagon you. I'm not going to pick up, your color bead whenever you need me most. I'm gonna fucking look at some Texas porn and I'm gonna jerk off and I'm gonna go to sleep and you're gonna wonder why you got your ass kicked. And then you're gonna punish me the next day and you're gonna realize I don't even give a shit, dude. I cared more about having just a small sensation, dude. And fucking winning at your god-awful watched video game. I feel like Hype is more like a Bungie play. And maybe even like a Halo play, whereas like Crucial is like, it's just stupid. It's just a dumb play. Because how long Halo takes to get made and how long Destiny and Bungie take on their games, that's like Hype. Like, Hype literally takes forever to be made. Like, they had the M2 Predators that were at 1400 megabits per second, and then they just jump all the way to like 77,000 megabits per second. 1400 to 77,000 megabits per second. That is a huge fucking jump, dude. Most people, most companies, they jump like 20 or 30 megabits per second each installment. Like the Samsung Pro, for instance. They jump like probably 20 or 30 megabits per second, 20,000, 30,000 megabits per second per new drive. but hype literally jumped over 60,000. So that's how long it took them to fucking make the goddamn drive. Are they lazy? I mean, say whatever you like, dude. I'm gonna be honest with you though, bro. Like, you could say they're lazy if you like, but I wouldn't say they're lazy. I would say they need to win, and what? If you don't allow them to win, then, you hinder their win, or you hinder their need to win, then you're gonna take a real loss, and that's just how it works, dude. Like, I don't mean like you're gonna lose a family member or anything. What I mean is, like, your sports team is gonna get their fucking ass kicked. Like, if we get bullied by fucking Hyperraid and his boys and they're using fucking Amazon bullshit, like, I don't know, like, they're using, like, fucking new crucial shit or something, like, I don't know. I couldn't tell you, dude. The server could know. Like, but it doesn't even matter if it's about stock at that point, because it's hype, and those are still the real win. And I would rather have a real win in a lot of those scenarios. Like, what else can I do? I'm not gonna buy a new fucking setup every fucking year, dude, just to stay with the fucking broke ass idiots. Okay, I'm not gonna do that. I mean, if I were to do that, I'd probably go with Aorus Gigabyte, dude. I wouldn't even go with Crucial, dude, because I'm not a fucking white supremacist and I don't like horses. The fucking Broncos probably think if it was Crucial to fucking save their asses or what. They blindsided this year, just like fucking CJ Stroud did. I didn't even see the hit on Dak, but he probably got blindsided. The left side, I'm telling you right now, dude, the left side for some of those Texas and Colorado players, it ain't safe, dude. It ain't safe. I don't really pay attention to what's going on with the Jets or anything Verizon. I thought the Jets were CenturyLink anyways. Verizon, I don't even know. Maybe they're like Giants, but they got Russell Wilson now. Oh, wow. Repeat. I'll go with the Eagles on the repeat, dude. I'll go with the Eagles on the repeat, dude. Look at me. I'm gonna use fucking Strand every day because I fucking believe that Colorado State, fucking Rams, and fucking Philadelphia Eagles are like the greatest teams ever, dude. I'm just gonna use fucking Strand. I'm just gonna fucking pay a stupid ass hoe to fucking use a fucking OG, class. Like, I just like Glean a lot. It's like, okay, but what? You kind of have like the intelligible, facet of a fucking 10-year-old. I believe this seem like what, like a con artist, personally, if I'm being 100% honest with you. They had boys, but they all got negated. Had Crucial not done that, dude, they could have used New Mexico guys to have a long bomb and a better run game, because New Mexico's a really good state. And they have really good values and really good assets, and it's beautiful, and it's a nice place. But, I mean, for doing that and being all that kind of racist and forcing that kind of shit, the one thing that you wanted was to make the Boise Bronco football team to look good, like they could win a national championship with, you know, a Heisman Trophy winner, because he could have won the Heisman at that point had they actually done good. You could have got too good. You could have at least made it to the championship game. It's not like, you know, the Huskies made it to the championship game, and they don't even care about football as much. You gotta agree with me, dude. Boise State cares way more about football than UW. Understand? But, like, UW can get to a national championship because they're not fucking racist. Boise can't get there because they're what? They're literally the orchestrator, you know, if not, you know, the source of helping that heist of, you know, just destroying any value that New Mexico could get for cyber infrastructure just to help out Hawaii. And there's no, we would never understand why. Because, you know, we already saved your ass and what? Like, we're getting totally pinned for it, dude. At America. Like, we saved America's ass and we're totally getting pinned for it. You don't think, like, all these motherfuckers want us to kill ourselves, especially China with all the fucking fentanyl they come in with. So, like, if you're gonna fucking, like, come at me and be like, hey, Japan isn't mad at fucking us specifically, and by that I mean anyone with New Mexico wealth, like, then you're wrong, because they clearly fucking went and bitched to fucking China, and China came in here with their fucking null and tried just getting everyone to fucking kill themselves. You wouldn't even understand that actually having a good infrastructure would really help with keeping these people from wanting to go commit suicide, because playing a video game here is pretty depressing, dude. Because it's better in Hawaii or something. I mean, like, Xfinity-based maybe is a little bit better, but honestly, dude, like, I don't really have the motivation to want to do it anymore, because there's a lot of people who are jealous of some of the stuff that I can do on a video game that they can't do. Regardless of what you want to say. I don't want to just keep on embarrassing them. I want to, you know, fight for my future. Like, sad and sadistic anyways, and the pay-to-win platform is kind of bad. But I honestly feel as if, like, the betrayal that Crucial did to my state, you know, being like, oh, we'll force it, you know, we'll basically force the, you know, the government to, the white government to, you know, send a line to Hawaii, which is the stupidest fucking thing you could ever fucking do. Whenever it comes to actually defending New Mexico from China and Japan, you would choose, oh, we're gonna help Hawaii out because we want to go on vacation and kick your ass. And then because fucking I don't fucking have the will to, and my guys don't have the will to force Boise State into another round of the NCAA tournament because we owe them so much. Oh, we owe them so much. I don't know why we would owe them anything, but they apparently, according to white supremacy and the white movement of Crucial and Spectrum and, you know, the United States government at that point, you know, we owe for not getting wires. Because we don't get good wires, we owe you for some reason. So then whenever it comes to, you know, UNM versus Boise State in Las Vegas, even though UNM has a better team on paper, Boise State is still capable of winning. But it's all because fucking their stupid sports team, the goddamn football team earlier in the year didn't achieve a good turnout in their tournament. And, like, it's not my fault, dude. I could see if you had given me good wires, but you didn't give me good wires. See, that's where you're wrong. If anything, you're making money off giving Hawaii those good wires, and then kind of siding with China a little bit through Newegg whenever, our people are killing themselves with fentanyl. And I mean my people, not our people, because clearly they're not your people if you're killing them like that. Now, some of those Instagram things were trying to force suicide on Evan. You know that. That's wrong. You can't do that. That guy got his knee shredded for some of that content, just so you know. And it's like, you're having to, like, owe him after that, then my state owes fucking them for that, and I'm like, I'm so lost because I also get blamed for you getting fucking demonetized, which is just seriously fucking stupid. And, like, I mean it, dude. Like, if I were a Boise State Broncos football fan, until that burn, you have to understand that after that burn, there is absolutely no way I would side with them. I wouldn't side with you. I wouldn't side with anyone. Why would I fucking side with anything? Anything that I liked at one point, because I did like the Boise State Broncos in football a little bit growing up. Just so you know, I did. I liked them when they had Jake Plummer and Brett Rippon. When they had Brett Rippon, I liked them for sure. And they came close to winning a national championship, but they couldn't do it then either. But what? You got to remember, even by that point, they had screwed over New Mexico. They don't get better hand luck. They don't get long bombs. So if you don't get long bombs and you don't get better ham luck, what are you, one-dimensional? I could run the ball. It's like, yeah, but it's also a really good state, so your running game is going to be affected as well. That was really fucking rude. And you don't think that it was rude. You think that we don't know that you did that. You think that we'll just ignore it forever. The fact of the matter is, all these fucking billion and millionaires here in America, they wouldn't even have a cent if NM hadn't stuck their neck out like that, and you repay them by literally stabbing them in the back. So if I scream burn after you get burned because you were doing stupid shit and I got burned first, that's my fucking prerogative. Okay? If your prerogative is to screw over whatever I want after that, I mean, I'm sure there's going to be a problem in return. You're going to lose, better ham luck. You're going to lose your long bomb, and your running game's going to be affected. Because I'm actually a tough guy. Regardless if you want to say this or that, I'm actually a tough guy, dude. My life has been very tough, so you get TUF, dude. You're going to get 3 issues for that. They can't even get fucking 1 round in, though. I kind of like Ice Sun Gently. So I pick up a turquoise a little bit that game, but what? I'm just figuring it out. It didn't mean much to them because what? Like I said, you can't be a stupid fucking racist, dude. What about whenever, like, the other side of the world gets involved, especially at the end, because that's what happens, because it's not just America-based. Just look at this game. I have a T-Mobile. I'm giving T-Mobile $50 a month for the past 3 to 4 months, and it's a better experience on a different company, even though this game is made basically at T-Mobile headquarters. So even though the NCAA headquarters are in South Bend, you can understand that there could be much more influence, and the people who actually call the win and the loss might be somewhere very, very far away. What if you offend one of them by doing something so stupid as being racist to someone like me and my family? Forcing suicide? Much? A little bit too much of forcing suicide? They just want to claim bad pros? Maybe bad pros or not, like, the healthcare for a long time was bad because they didn't really try to teach anyone about hemp ever. I mean, you got to teach people about hemp. You got to tell them that hemp is healthy and smart and can help you, function. Plus, they're literally brain damaging their youth, and they target with steroids that are from other places, other states, Texas, Tennessee. Where are the steroids from? Because if you're going to target someone using a drug like that, is it a crucial made drug? Is it a crucial drug? Is it, probably? I mean, most of those are like probably scenarios. So like two bad pros, like maybe two of the things that I said were false. But I have a hunch that they were crucial technology for making steroids just to injure minorities. But they want to just keep on like being offensive to a minority, but they don't understand that minority that they're hurting is the only chance they have of winning the entire national championship. And there's actual like record proof. There's actual like real physics and solid science that goes behind that. But they think, oh no, I'm just going to continue being a racist and offensive and trying to hurt this minority just because of their name. It really starts whenever you fucking decide that you want to betray NM and not give them the wires that they deserve there, because that's a lot of wires that could have really lit up NM, and you act like there's no lit people, you act like there's no smart people. There's definitely people that went to MIT, like, I mean, there's IT people, like, they got Intel, like, but what they don't have like the Texas infrastructure or the California infrastructure or even the Colorado infrastructure. They got fucking T-Mobile 5G, dude. It's so bad. I thought it was gonna literally be the fucking best thing, dude, because it's like, oh, it's Bellevue, it's like it's Seattle area, it's get so I'm like, oh, Destiny will be really good, like Bellevue, like this or that, but what, like, no, dude, I don't think they do it best. I can give them a good review, but I don't have to say they do it best, that's for sure. It's a disaster, like. They won't even allow a not bad gay guy to buy stock in my name using some sort of bullshit, even though it's not even like a roid that injures people. They're like, oh, we won and bet, and so now your bridge is dead forever. Like, blue light, blue light, blue light, blue light. Like, crucial. It's like, fucking might as well upload a fucking crucial virus to the fucking 5G tower, bitch. Like, how do I explain I needed like an actual T-Mobile fiber optic channel where there's fucking a line to Hawaii? Well, I don't like beaches. Why would I want to go to a fucking island? Especially whenever there's like actual trashy people there. People who are hurtful. People who are racist. You act like there's not hurtful or racist people there. See, I can go on offensive against what you like then and see how you feel. So Bellevue just expects you to get fat? Get fat for wins. That's like Seattle tone. Get fat for wins. Bro, like, what the fuck? Why? Get fat for wins. Get fat for wins. You're wasting all your fat, bro. You're not even getting wins on your fat. Say that, Bellevue. Why don't you say that in the chat? There's nothing. You gotta pay for a fucking chatter on Bellevue as well. It's Xfinity. Oh well, you know what? It's like it's being like hoarded over by Bellevue though. And Bellevue was like, bring tough in, G up tough, and what? Bring tough in and G up tough is a fucking disaster. Like the vibes are they risky? Like. A little bit risky. We have recipes to make atomic bomb, and we probably wouldn't share ingredients with you. So to think that I could figure out a ruse of a bunch of white supremacists, which is not even as bad as whatever the fuck the Nazis and, you know, kamikaze people were doing. But still, what they didn't think they thought they could get away with it as well. So both are definitely bad and evil. Like, should have got crucial. Now you should have let me move out of this neighborhood because this neighborhood is fucking virused by a bunch of dumbass. I think whoever bought the home the force buy on the home that we had, whoever bought that, just try to delete them, I guess. At the school, like, you can hype those people. Like, I wouldn't hold it against you if you stick them or stuck their family, you know, or stuck them and said, what, it's on you that they didn't get, you know, the tournament win, whatever they were in there last year with their best regions they ever had. Even though they were kind of figured out by Hawaii, and Hawaii still acted like they didn't owe them anything, even though they totally heisted the wires and drove up the price to the point where a poor place like New Mexico could never fucking afford it, or have to get in line and not be able to bribe forward. But as if they could understand that I would never want to visit them, and honestly, whenever I think of vacation, I probably think of somewhere else, like, definitely not that place. I mean, you could put, like, a fucking land there for Marathon, and I'd still say no, dude. Like, that's the one I'm not going to. Like, holy shit. Like, everyone would be like, what the fuck? You drive up the wire price a lot, because you take a lot of fucking wires to fucking draw that line, just so you know. If you didn't understand how poor the cities are in New Mexico, and the city has to pay for those fucking wires, dude. It's like, who pays for the wires, though? The company doesn't pay for those wires, dude. The company gets paid for those wires. I don't want the Bud Light wires that are supposed to make me want to drink Bud Light for wins, okay? I would never want that wire. My dad was an abusive alcoholic who drank Bud Light. Xfinity, like, I'm not a big fan of Philly, dude. I don't like cheese. I don't even really like eating pizza that much. My last true statement, because I'm mostly just a truth teller, is I'm on a mostly watermelon and carrot diet. And I haven't eaten as many carrots as I probably should have this year, but I'm gonna try and eat more carrots, honestly. That's what I'm trying to get on. Like, whatever you want to say about that, like, I don't have a lot of judgment. I'm thinking about getting a refrigerator for my watermelon. As if these motherfuckers could even cut watermelon as good as me. I'm sure they could not. I throw my hand at my sister and I say, I do everything perfect, and what? She says, I bet you do. And I said, mm-hmm. She knows. Whenever I cut watermelon, I do it perfect. Whenever I play Vanguard, I do it perfect. Whenever I play Crucible, the Crucible is different though, because then you're getting like internets involved. Xfinity is better because I build a better help out and then stomp people. Pop off. Or, you know, rip it. But I'm gonna be honest with you, like, to be really good at 2 games, you'll actually need 2 ISPs and 2 lines into the house. And I'm trying to be good at both Halo and Destiny. My family is green chili soup recipe. It's so good, dude. Seriously, had Patrick Mahomes been eating that all year, but Vexus still hasn't gotten to me, sweetie. They what? They're like, sign up to do this. And I'm like, they're like, so I sign up, and then they're like, oh, we'll get to you when we can, and what? It's nothing. Nothing gets done. You know, from that, I'm just like, okay, I feel like I dox myself, but whatever. Like, you know, it's a Texas Tech project, and what? I mean, you can't even get the intel for the soup that you need. You think KFC is going to save you whenever you don't even have a long bomb in the biggest game possible. Instead, you got an INT, bitch. Actual pick 6. I don't know why, like, seriously, I'm like, at that point, bro, I'm so far past caring. After I got burned, I feel like literally, I was like, one more time and I'm hurting someone. And this motherfucker, he fucking basically scripts me to eat sink noodles and then wants to blame a bad pro. It's like, you gotta blame a bad pro on that? Like, how about this? Don't feed the retard Budweiser. And I told you I didn't want to be around the Budweiser reward syndrome because he was abusive on Budweiser, and he always has had a problem with being abusive on Budweiser. It's the same fucking problem his father had, and why his dad got outed by my nana. So if you're gonna fucking put him in the Budweiser, or else you're a fucking loser, fucking, crib, and wonder why he's fucking drinking Budweiser, or say, okay, drink Budweiser and it'll be fine, or something like that. Was it Budweiser or was it just alcohol? Doesn't matter. I'm just gonna say Budweiser. Can't put him in the one the neighborhood that tempts him with Budweiser. It's seriously stupid, dude. Or as a friend, you gotta what? You gotta really stick up for him to not drink because he can't handle it, because he becomes an abusive fucking person. Some people use alcohol to like go to war and fight and shit. Now I'm gonna tell you this right now, I wouldn't doubt that. I'm gonna tell you something else right now is what? He was abusive last season. What I tell you? I said, you got one more chance. You hurt me physically again, what? It's over. And what? You're getting thrown under. Like, all of a sudden he's what? He's literally drinking and being abusive, and it leads to something harmful to me. So then, you get 2 knees shredded, and like, you don't even care, or you act like Texas is cool. But I care, because I thought Texas was cool because they had all those good wires, and I was nice to them for that, and they were nice back for the most part. But what? I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Like, it's really hard to like actually do good works and miracles for people, and or teams, whenever you're getting hurt by alcoholism. And that, whenever I got hurt by that alcoholism, I see it as you hurting me, as like the white populace, as like Texas, as like Missouri even. You want to blame Xfinity? Like, oh my god, dude. You cannot blame Xfinity for him wanting to drink alcohol, dude. You'll never be able to get away with that. Never in a million years. You won't be able to blame any of my family for that. That's clearly a problem with you getting and starting with the right neighborhoods, or not getting to the right neighborhoods at the time, or just trying to dox me, or actually doxing me. You dox me one time, and what? I swear to God, what? I'm gonna pick 6 you, dude. Because I'm a tough guy, and I don't take shit from no one. I'll drink half a bottle of Jameson afterwards and forget about it like it means nothing. That's the last time I really drank hard liquor, to be honest with you. But like, I was at a get together, and they served me whatever I wanted, so I drank. Like, drinking or not is what? They expect you to be a guy. Like, you have to pay good money for that. Where's the money? I'm looking at the revenue from this stream. It's not very good. I'm looking at the follows. 21 hours ago, that's not bad. So it's not that bad. If you don't want to follow the stream, like, maybe you don't want like Exo Authority or something. I feel as if we gave you everything you wanted. Your dream was the Baylor thing, and then like good at baseball. I feel like a 2 and a 1 is. It's really on the cusp of good, but you actually did injure me before he left, and I believe that he definitely didn't make a deal with them because you were feeding this guy Budweiser or some other type of alcohol. He knows that, because of the illness that I contracted, that it was going to be different, and it was going to be harder for him because it was Houston's soul that, kind of did it to me. And if you don't understand that, whenever I say he was being an abusive father and then I got ill because I did something that was out of character, you would have to be like, oh, and that would be a fact, and you wouldn't be able to argue that. So like, he was like, I'm out of here, basically. Like, that's not, like, it's a good amount of money, but what? I'm probably not going to be able to play good because of this idiot. Like, you know, his better hand is, you know, upset and what? Willing to help still, but the problem is that there's not enough help coming in from the harm. Instead, it's still just kind of like a torturous, dumbass nightmare. And like, I feel the real problem is like, I feel like we could like shortcut it if I just moved like at least my bed into where my office is, and then maybe move some of that stuff in here, and just sleep in there and work, do stuff in there, so I don't have to like deal with him walking by and like having to be quiet at night, because I don't really like having to be quiet at night, and being quiet at night is not very fair. I don't want to move in with any fucking little predators. Leave me alone. You should have fucking been nice to me from the start. I could have got Texas to 4, and I maybe even had the Texans in the Super Bowl against those teams. But what? Man, you guys are what? You're so fucking abusive. Like, holy shit. I don't think most of these people really can help me. Like, you know, the Coffees, the Hutchinsons, it doesn't matter, dude. Like, my direct family, like, they have trouble even helping me. So, like, if my direct family can't help me well enough, what the fuck makes you think that any of those other people can even come close? Because they can't, because they're what? Like a dumbass. They're, like, literally crucial or something. He doesn't, Pate's crucial. Yeah, but whenever you're fucking flexing that kind of, like, setup with, like, Texas and, like, having to be like, oh, Texas has the really good wires as a New Mexican, and what? We're all supposed to really like Texas, but what? And then I'm like, but I didn't get any good wires. And they're like, oh, but really like them, they got the good wires. And it's like, but I'm like, why'd they give all those wires to Hawaii then? They're like, it was the military. The military is why. Like, then the military is crucial, and they're all just a bunch of racist dumbass, and what? They're bugged. Like, so if you bug me back, and what? It doesn't matter. You're still gonna be bugged. Like, you just like guarantee that it's gonna be a worse bug, I guess. Like, they're not really people that I avidly like look forward to following or liking. So I don't see anything in the chat. I'm gonna pay for a fucking chatter because my ISP or something doesn't fucking want to talk, or there's no one out there, or I actually have to like go and fucking meet someone and then literally fucking hand them a card or some shit, and then even then they probably won't even fucking talk. Like, it's so fucking depressing. Like, holy shit. It's not like that for white people, right? I don't understand why Japan doesn't blame fucking white America. You're gonna go after fucking minorities? Why wouldn't Japan and China blame white America? It was a white American that came into New Mexico, had our food, and then was inspired to make a bomb. It was white America, though. If he comes in and asks for our food, is it really our fault? We're just the minority. White America's the one that fucking won the war for America, right? That's what America believes. So why do you guys want to like act like it was fucking, you know, New Mexicans or something? It seemed like that. They put their thumb on it. China acts like they don't do it. Trump's the only one that is willing to just basically ban them. Can you believe that? Trump would actually fucking just ban them. I mean, that's commendable. At least he makes plays that like sticks up for the little guy a little bit. I swear, dude. A lot of times, Biden didn't do any of that shit. He basically just threw a little bit of money at us and what didn't really change much. He was like, "Oh, you get this money for internet infrastructure," and then what? Nothing has changed. You still got terrible 5G that clearly is dominated by a bigger business. You don't even have a fucking hard line in from T-Mobile. You got fucking what? You got a wave. Oh, 5G is so cool. Yeah, let me what? Let me just fucking stream my Netflix. I think that they would be the very best at anything. Clearly someone better does it better. And better just means that they win more at the video game. Hardline would have been nice, but I guess it's incapable because, I mean, everyone needs to just think Hawaii is so cool or something. Just like Texas is so cool. It's stupid, dude. Yeah, where is the Japanese? Why isn't the Japanese coming in here and fucking having some of our recipe? What do you think got it for him, dude? You think it was the soup? The soup is so good, dude. Seriously, dude. If I were like a chef and I learned how to do all that kind of stuff, like in a class, I probably would make my soup a good amount, like maybe 3 days a week. It's that good of soup. Like, it's so good. Like, I feel like if I had some of that soup right now, I could probably play PvP even on this wire and shit garbage, 5G setup. That I would still be capable of not rage quitting. I don't have that type of soup right now though, because I don't know how to make it. But I can learn. I'm still kind of young. I know how to do a lot of baking. I just don't know how to do a lot of cooking. I don't try to cook a lot. It's like whatever. Oh, to the TV people? We can't afford that, dude. We can't afford that. What part of we can't afford that do you not understand? Maybe if it were like $250 a month. We cannot afford $400 or even $500 a month, dude. Like, are you kidding me? Do you have any idea how fucking crazy my mom is? My mom is literally crazy. Whenever it comes to like bills like that, she will shoot us down. She is a literal marksman. She has 20/20 vision and has killed more wild game than I have. She gonna shoot that down because what? There's no way she gonna let me pay $500 a month for internet. And I'm not gonna be able to convince them. I'm gonna get shot down. You understand like what it takes to convince someone like that to die and then go to her, but it's a lot for me. $500 a month? You have to acknowledge that we're not going to be getting any streaming service out of it. So it's more like $700 a month because we need to pay for our streaming services as well. So you're going to pay $700 a month for maybe if we were rich. We're not rich though, and I don't think they like this house because I know I don't like this house. I mean, maybe to like rent out as an Airbnb. There's no way this is good for like a budding family, or even definitely not for a streamer, dude. I'll be honest with you, dude. Like this is like a very depressing place, like where I live. I don't have to like buy a gun or anything, but it's just depressing. Horses are sadistic. And there's a lot of horses over here, and there's the horses over there, and there's horses over there. Horses, I'm literally pinned between the fucking corrals. I don't understand why. I honestly feel like the mayor needed to write something a long time ago saying that no, you can't have horses in the city. That's what he needed to do. To get some nerds in here, to get to help the budding capacity. Because if you can bring nerds, then you can get egos that are good Thai egos. So you want good Thai egos? Instead, you're getting what? You're getting clutch, more like. You're getting clutch, and it's not helpful because your streets aren't very safe. In a lot of different ways, like wrecking-wise, not safe. And then also just like kind of like psychologically not safe because going out and like having to be around all the homeless sometimes, and depends on where you go. But I mean, it doesn't have a good vibe because there's not a super solid company dictating everything here. You basically have Bud Light and Philly cheese. So it's like I like my Philly cheesesteak with a Bud Light, and I'm like, that's pretty fucking retarded because the only reason why we got a good bomb is because of the soup that we have that's actually a local authenticity. It's like an authentic local recipe. So like, why would I want, a Bud Light with my Philly cheesesteak? I need something that's gonna adapt to me. But you don't have that. I mean, maybe Verizon would do it, but probably not now that, well, maybe. I mean, SoFi definitely could do it. Even T-Mobile really could do it. Like, those are like the three that you should have gone with over whatever the fuck Bud Light that is. I mean, at least challenge your Philly cheesesteak. You don't need Bud Light. That person thinks that I can afford $700 a month just for fucking internet. Bro, what are you talking about? I got bills. My parents got bills. Not to mention they're boomers. Like, they're never going to be able to wrap their head around that. What are you talking about? He's a fucking therapist. She's a fucking teacher, dude. Like, why would they, you need me to get a job? I'm not going to get a job so I can spend $700 on internet, dude. I'm going to sleep that off. Wanted to know, like, no way, dude. There is no fucking way, dude. I'm gonna have to go get a job so I can pay a $700 internet bill every month. gotta be kidding me, dude. I've been through way too much pain, dude. Done with it. That's why I'm on disability. When I make a disability, go get a fucking day job. Okay, that's pretty fucking rude.
ありえない音声が出ました。さすがに最後は限界でしたが、つい我々もビジュアルキルでしたね。レオンのスライディング、シェルフですからね。そうですね。これは当たっていいんですか？結構な距離ありましたよ。30メートルちょっとあったんじゃないですか。ちょっとナーフ入ってます？第15ラウンド。これ大部回収ヌルコマンドがです。ヌルコマンドはグローバルエクスポーツに対しては間違いなく武器になります。もしくはタンク運用をするというふうに考えられますけどね。なるほど。テクスチャーだけ映画においてインドア4です。となると、テクスチャーにはできるだけアクションを起こしてもらう必要があると思うんですけど。インドアゾーン。残り50秒です。なるほど。リーダーで0ポイントを使って最終 A ですね。さあ、このタイミングでどうしようかね。もうまさに偉いですね。クリスタルちゃんと疑っていました。テクスチャーに分かりましたよ。形を変えても A ばかりですが、グローバルスポーツを読めています。ベリオンが寄る時間作ることができました。その間の誘導されるバックサイト、そしてフラグメントをクラワー見えてない。足が挟んでいく。ヌルコマンドでアミニキが切れない。デリバリーが今度はダグアウトに入りますが、ゲディウスがフラワーから飛び込んだ。最終的に塗り込んでくるだろうということを想定していて、ケリースはあえてこの波紋の届かないところに下がっていったことによってレーザー前の軌道はできていたんですよね。形は良かったんですよね。ただこれ本当は早めにレーザー前に軌道した上で帰ってくる前の軌道を持ち上げて抑えるという計画だったんですね。だったんですけど、クリスタルの位置になぜかブラッシュが飛んでたっていうところがありましたよね。レーザーが飛んでいきます。あそこだったんでしょうね。かなり守りを崩していけるか。テクスチャー入れて入ってましたからね。レーザー前にいい角度。ケリーエスはバックサイドで耐えます。さすがのケリーエスでもこれ以上は耐えられません。シャツが待っていました。
Those are Tiger Engine meat.
テクスチャー、それは取った。取り行くのか。テクスチャー、エースは取れないと思った。取れない方がチームは勝ちます。これは現地ファンにとっては喜ばしいことでしょう。
I'm the Tiger.
あとは現地ファンにとってこの後のリプレイがまたね、いいおかずになるでしょう。そしてしっかりとフルートはキーパー立ち上げませんでした。
No, I don't have the confidence to really have a good character anymore because I was on good behavior before, but never, not again, never again. Do I go on good behavior ever again, or try to be nice, or anything? Hey, no, I'm fucking brain damaged. I can't fucking remember some shit. Just the other day, I fucking ruined one of my really expensive, nice water bottles because I didn't remember that my mom had fucking moved it, like, not even, like, 5 feet. Am I supposed to remember? I'm supposed to just notice and be able to, like, understand it, but it's on my left side and I'm, like, burned pretty bad by a bunch of dumbass Hawaii. Like, if you can understand, like, I'm not gonna stop at just shredding his knee, dude. I'm literally gonna fucking claim his life at some point. I don't even work for you. I can't do anything. I mean, at some point, I'm like, I'm not even want to go into public because what if I just get deported for being a fucking, Mexican or some shit, dude? I've never even been to Mexico one time in my life, dude. I won't be able to handle it, bro. I don't know how to speak Spanish, dude. I can't, dude. I can't go rogue and fucking do something crazy against the government. Both of my parents are paid by the federal government for the majority of my life. I can only just resent them for not making it just a little bit more, reciprocated. Reciprocated means like, whenever one place does something nice for another place, then that place that got the nice thing done for them does something nice for the place that did the nice thing in the first place. And it's like, oh, they were nice, so we'll be nice. And what is not that they don't really reciprocate very well in America because the name Mexico, I think, or they don't like Spanish people mostly. Maybe they think it was like a competitive nature between white people and Spanish people really won. And because it's like basically Canada versus Mexico, and Mexico what? Mexico will kill them. Mexico got way better produce. Oh my god. You're basically like saying, oh, Canada's got good sins, and then you're like, oh, Mexico's got good sins and good produce. I mean, you side with the white people, you're literally just what? You're killing any hope you have for Mexico, that's for sure. Just like that, like, that's not good. Say, man, I've never been there. I don't know what it's like. So I'll tell you right now that, I don't want to go. I mean, maybe it probably is better, honestly. They're probably just going to want to fuck me up, like, from square one. And what? it probably could be better than this, honestly, but at the same time, like, I'm willing to be a little bit patient for SoFi. Granted that I kind of orchestrated the deal, and they still haven't rewarded me, so what? So the fact that I reward them a Rams at-home championship with, you know, my guys means what? I don't have to give them a away championship. Because I do something nice for them, but they don't reciprocate it. If anything, you know, they actually kind of burned me pretty bad and were just claiming that they were going to give me cancer or some shit. And it's like, you're going to give me cancer? What, are you going to buy a fucking hype stick from the Lobos? Like, you know, don't you know they owe me a favor too? Like, you know, not fucking hype stick someone who fucking literally willed a championship for in your home stadium and had already done it one time before that for NOLA. And NOLA had owed me a favor, and I could have really tried hard for Houston that year, but I'm gonna be honest with you, dude, like, Houston people they're not very smart, like, and they're just not. I think this Texas people in general have, like, a real problem with their intelligence. I know that there's sometimes there's like some outliers. I understand that there are outliers, okay? I know that. I know there are outliers. But you have to understand this is what, like, we're talking about like a majority. Like, now we're not talking about the minority here. We're talking about the majority in Texas. I mean, I've been to Texas probably 2 times in my life, and I don't ever want to go back. They're seriously fucking prejudiced. They're really fucking racist. Like, I come from class. I come from really good wealth. Really good class and really good wealth. So, like, I'm not going to put myself in a situation to feel, you know, that type of, you know, issue. I don't want to feel the prejudice of the white supremacy that is Texas. I'm not going to fucking go over there and explain to them, oh, I have wealth and class. I'm not going to want to talk to them. I'm sure they're not going to want to talk to me. But I'm going to tell you right now, it was not very fun whenever I did visit Texas beforehand. So if you're not going to make things fun, and then I hear things like, oh, they're prejudiced, and what? The people who I hear those things from make a lot of sense to me, then what? I'm going to go with the, you know, the fam on that. I'll be like, yeah, I agree, they are prejudiced. Like, vacation-wise, no way, dude. No fucking way, dude. You gotta be fucking kidding me, dude. That's like literally the last place I'd want to fucking go for vacation. I mean, like, the last 2 places are definitely Texas and Hawaii, dude. Literally. The most like racist freaking broke ass fucking places, dude. You want to horse the Texas on the prairie? Like, no, dude. I don't. I'd rather just sleep, bro. I mean, you know, headache this, headache that. After that burn, dude, I have a hard time, like, seeing even after I just barely wake up, dude. So I'm gonna be honest with you, dude. It's not all good. Like, having my eyes closed and being able to sleep, it's something that I enjoy most in life right now. You know, it's not funny. It's really sad because, you know, I had a lot of potential, but it was ruined by a bunch of racism. They want to act like they're not racist, and they get right. Explain to me how it's not racist to enable a fucking alcoholic his whole life, even though you know he's an abusive alcoholic, and that's not right because, you know, it's not right to be an abusive alcoholic. But your white supremacy says is basically forcing it on him. I'm not talking about a three-peat. I'm talking about being able to continue like a faith pattern for one of the Texas teams, because you can't even handle 3 years of that. You barely even can handle 2 years of that. It's like 1.5 years, and you literally burn me to the point where it's like incapable of me of even playing the game, and you act like I'm just gonna fucking pray for you nonstop. You're gonna get burned back. You understand? And at some point, I'm gonna learn how to make my soup, and I'm not gonna make any for you. Why are you trying to pick fights with the little guy whenever you literally owe him a motherfucking favor? Why are you trying to, like, literally distinguish and, like, hurt this person? Why are you hurtful to the little guy is my question to all the fucking Texan, Hawaii, white supremacy, garbage, potato retards. Hawaii is not the little guy at that point. You got all the wires. Like, you're not the little guy. If anything, the little guy literally does everything in their fucking power to make you, you know, actualized and, you know, gives you what you want, and then in return you just backstab them. Again, the second time I say this. And at some point I had to restart the stream because T-Mobile can't handle the truth. You better understand that that's the motherfucking truth, T-Mobile, and you better send a lot more likes if you think that you can win a championship on just one like every now and then. And they go to Xfinity because you can't even handle fucking... You can't handle the truth, bro. Like... the truth, like, can't like the truth. I'm sharing with you the truth, like, I'm trying to show you that I'm a tough guy, like, tell you this and that. You can like it if you want, like, tough guys usually get more likes than that, but, you know, it's $50 a month, I wonder what I could do with, you know, $50 on a Doge and this or that, like, you can't even fucking push the tournament, like, Verizon could've. Scary, like, I feel as if, you guys had a real hard time getting over the potatoes. And I didn't even abuse any PvP around that time either. I wasn't playing any PvP at all. I just needed more faith. I don't know. I'm sure that you would just get bugged by some, like, nuke mongrel in South Korea or a part of China that they think is better. Or not, like, it's the motivation just isn't really there being around a bunch of dumbass.
Enjoy yourself. ここは
If I could be quite frank with you, I've actually never had stew at a restaurant as good as this my family's recipe. And I'm being honest, seriously. I'm really like trying to drive it home that I hate you. There was this one restaurant in Taos, whenever I used to live there, which was actually a nicer life than this. They had really good pozole. They had some of the best pozole I've ever had. That pozole was, my mom called it a hole in the wall. It was like, man, they got, ooh man, they made it good. Like, it was just perfectly done. And like, my mom she makes really good stew, but I mean, her pozole is alright, but it's not like perfect. Like those guys, those people, they were like born for the pozole, you know. Like pozole was their real grit. People act like they forgot about pozole, man. But, yeah. The man was doing the alcohols around me too much, and I don't like being on the same side of the house as him. That's actually abusive. It really is. You're gonna let him do alcohol and then rush me? That guy's like 6'1", dude. I'm barely even 5'8". Like, that guy is massive, dude. Like, I could really pump a lot of weight, dude. I can barely even fucking do a fucking push-up. You got that right, man. Well, you have a fucking aneurysm less than 2 years ago. Oh, actually pick up that sauce and your fucking best player literally gets a hardcore concussion from the left side, and you know, just for me helping one time means that, you know, whatever fucking feeds me the win, which is fucking Kansas City, what they get, you know, all the luck that I had because your figure's retarded and doesn't even know how to fucking protect her man. want to go on vacation. Vacation is a waste of money, dude. I used to go on vacation every now and then, but then I realized that, you know, beaches are just fucking useless, dirty fucking sand. It's like, okay, but I didn't get anything except for get my fucking, you know, shovel and pail robbed. So you lost what? I mean, whatever fucking $20 plus my goddamn, you know, fare to get all the way to fucking LA. Like $20 fucking shovel and, you know, bucket to make a fucking sandcastle. You don't like beaches no more? It's like, bro, like I was actually looking forward to making a fucking sandcastle. Instead, I gotta fucking play Nintendo Switch on the fucking beach for what? Okay, but or no, is it Nintendo DS? Actual 3DS, and I'm like, wasn't having it, dude. Because whenever I'm outside, I don't like to be on anything technology, even my phone. I hate it. All right? If you're ever with me, you'll be like, this guy is never on his fucking phone. It's because I'm looking around, I'm seeing what's around me, and I'm thinking about, like, you know, I'm getting very expansive. I'm trying to understand like everything around, like what's going around me, you know, like what's going on, what I'm thinking. You know, I'm not like wondering what the news is or whatever, or liking people. I'm trying to spend time with, you know, the environment, not, you know, my fucking little, you know, Google Pixel. I don't care about that. Like, I actually hate taking out my phone or even touching it whenever I'm in public, dude. Ugh. I need an Apple for that? Oh, whatever, dude. I'm not interested in Apple, dude. Apple is it's a cruel joke, bro. Apple is like a healthy alternative to, you know, a grape. Samsungs they have the word sung in it, and I don't like it. And LG, they get wrecked by Western Digital too much. I have a huge problem with Western Digital because I think they like to hold on to their money too much, and or they don't invest in Western Digital for sure, dude. You know what they invest in? Probably fucking like a battery company. Like, oh, I like fucking lithium batteries. It's like, motherfucker, you needed to like Western Digital because you're getting wrecked. I think the PlayStation 5 Pro basically plays itself. No, I don't want to play Trials with you. I'll probably just get abused by some Verizon FISO's garbage because the dev is like, oh, nothing gets my heart beating more than fucking stomping kids that don't get to play as much as me. Never pray. Okay, but I feel as if the only way we actually do that is if, you know, I have like a safe infrastructure that rewards me and keeps me confident. Because if someone is praying too much, it's probably because they don't have a lot of confidence. Raid. No. I'm too depressed to raid, dude. I'm a very depressed person. I can't even get into a Discord at this point in my life, dude. I literally need to have a capture card to get into Discord. There's a fucking paywall capture card, and I'm afraid to do the research, dude. And I'm afraid to spend the money, dude. I don't have a lot of money to spend. I do get paid this month, though, I think. Let me see. What's today? Yeah, I get paid in a few days, maybe. We'll see. They're probably not even... I don't know how much they'll give me. Not enough for a capture card, straight up. No way, they're not gonna give me that much. Was that like 100, 200 bucks? As if, dude. I think that even if I had made one of those deals with either Xfinity or PDW, they still wouldn't even have given me that much money, dude. Just because I'm not fucking white privileged and I'm not a virgin. Spanish people don't have a lot of confidence, so they always want to save their money. So if like you're expecting like Mexicans or Spanish people to give me money, like no, dude. It doesn't work like that. My biggest contributor is, he's like, I don't. His last name is it Stone? I think his last name is Stone, and he's like a white dude that. He lives in Alaska. He's a cool dude. He's a good hunter. Respectable father. I think he did his own builds, which are good. Like, building yourself is always, you know, more commendable and... You know, it's just, maybe it's not like as easy, but you could probably get more out of it for yourself, honestly, so that's good. You know, he's not like obsessed with trying to always win, which is kind of like not like me at all. He wasn't really raised in the Tiger engine at all. I was, so maybe that's why he just wanted someone who could watch his back a little bit while we played, but he stopped playing. Just fine. I don't expect everyone to want to play all the time, dude. I know, I understand how it is. I myself have a hard time even wanting to play myself, dude. I'll be honest with you, dude. It's such like... I mean, I don't think you guys can understand how depressed I am. Like, I don't take a depression medicine, but I definitely could. I could if I asked. I'm not going to. I'm not a fucking, you know, I'm not a pussy like that. They're probably gonna take like 20 years off my life or some shit. Like, seriously, that shit is fucking horrendous for your health. Like, Alzheimer's, dementia, you're basically throwing your CNS in the gutter. I get it, like, it's good for my mental health, but really at the end of the day, you're trying to get me to like raid, and I'm like, I'm not gonna do that. I'm sorry. I'm not going to take a, you know, antidepressant and raid. I'd rather just sleep. You know, like, Marathon seems like it would be interesting once it comes out, and at that point I'd probably just want to play Marathon. I'll still try and do the season passes for Destiny. Maybe take the first... Depends on what's in the season pass, honestly. I might be kind of selective because I might want to put more of my time into Marathon. because I don't know if John is ever gonna get out of his funk and want to play MCC. So he's really the only reason why I was playing MCC. But I don't even know if I want to do my PvE challenges at this point. They're kind of easy though. They only take like a day to do. Like maybe like 5 hours, which isn't very much. I mean, if I had a lot of money, I'd probably get, you know, an overpriced one on Amazon and be like, it's a rip-off, and, you know, maybe something good would happen on Xfinity, probably. But, you know, like I said, Xfinity is so far, I mean, maybe it's just because it's 5G, and I always knew that wireless internet wasn't very good. So, like, if he were to come to me and be like, hey, we're going to spend this amount of money on 5G, you know, towers, I may have, like, been like, that's pretty fucking stupid. And I might have actually just said that, like, with no filter. And, like, why is, like, because, it's not competitive. The only way you can really captivate people 100% is if you allow them to have a competitive nature for themselves, not just the fucking stupid-ass Lobos or the stupid-ass United or the stupid-ass, you know, Rams or the stupid-ass this. Like, the way that the nerds are trending and the way that Thai egos are bought is based on whether or not your city can do competitive outlooks for the person who is going to live there, not just for the players of the fucking sports team. Like, I feel as if we're actually moving away from the sports team, like, whenever it comes to that type of terminology. That's why a lot of people, whenever Texas and Missouri got those huge Google data centers, it was Austin and Kansas City, whenever they got those huge Google data centers, they went over there and they started moving to those places just for that alone. They don't care about the team, dude. But does that help the team? Well, Missouri was ranked this year and they did decent. I mean, did it help them that much? Like, I don't know. It definitely helped out Patrick Mahomes. He won 2 Super Bowls in a row. Like, you know, he basically owns the Austin one, and, you know, he has, like, you know, basically works at the fucking Kansas City one. So, like, he owns, like, 2 Google data centers, like, wins 2 Super Bowls in a row. Like, the question is, like, why would you want 5G over, like, another data center deal? Like, a data center deal with T-Mobile would even be better than that shit. That's just a complete and total utter waste. Anything that's gonna get outdated is fucking 5G, dude. You're going fucking flawless on those? Oh my god, I have a feeling I would have to pay for it. I'd have to, like, literally go to a carry website and give them money, better money, so that they can carry my ass to 7 wins in a row. That's how fucking desperate this shit is. If Xfinity can't do it, why the fuck makes you think that T-Mobile can do it? 5G. I already know they can't. They probably just get fed into like some fucking CenturyLink business deal so that, you know, their sports team can get better because they're so desperate just to even make the playoffs. Because they're fucking broke ass, and broke ass always struggles making the playoffs, you dipshit. It's not hype. It's not, you know, something better. You know, it's not Seagate, that's for sure. It's not Seagate, it's not hype. Like, you're what? You're kind of just like thinking that a potato can stay healthy, but sometimes it gets its knee ripped off. Like, I mean, did that go crucial? I don't know. Did he get his knee ripped off by a crucial targeter? Like, maybe. And that ankle was something green. Late on their motivational hype. Sophie, I don't think you're going to get one out of McVeigh again. Not getting one out of me, that's for sure. I don't owe you a favor if you can't get, you know, 3 for that. And I feel like the second one doesn't even really count. I never really thought that the regular season title meant anything. I don't care about that. Maybe Seattle might, but I could care less, dude. If I want to go to a United game and whenever they have a stadium, like, I'll probably rock it for them before I go. It's like easy. You know, if they win or lose, I seriously could care less, dude. I'm not gonna, like, you know, take myself out because United didn't get relegated or whatever, unless it's forcefully done by, you know, a company that is evil, crucially owned, probably Spectrum. But I'll be honest, man, I needed some Sophie BS a long time ago. He wanted to repeat after Sophie, and I probably could have pulled it off with a better long bomb and better ham health. It's really just better ham luck. Whenever the ball bounces your way because you had better ham luck. I mean, buying property here and like having a rental place is one thing, but actually living here for basically 30 years, paying you know, taxes in this state for 30 years, and, you know, a good help to the state for at least, I don't know, at least 20. I've been a decent help to the state, like, not as good as I should be, but then again, getting monetized by a company that's broke. So I think it's really the only people that could help with that. I don't think these Lubbock people really can. I don't think Houston really can either. I think if a Sophie T-Mobile would actually be very formidable for sure anything. Even if it didn't work out, I'd probably just jump ship and go to Verizon. You know, we'll see if it makes it, because that might not. Time they pull out. You know how AT&T was like claiming they were gonna like give us a massive data center, and then they like flake. And I don't know why. I'm mad that like people are making fun of them or think the Cowboys need all the help in the world but don't want to help nobody near them. angry that Xfinity has dirt on them or something here already, maybe. It's not my fault. It's not my fault that they don't want to go to their neighbor first. I can't run their business for them saying, hey guys, why don't we start with our neighbors? No, Arizona, they don't have that kind of money and they don't have that kind of power. It's almost like, this is what it's like. It's like, at some point, whenever they decided to give all that wire, all that fiber to Hawaii, that Texas was like, no, we'll handle NM, we'll handle NM, don't worry, we'll handle NM. And then like, whenever it came the term to handle NM, they're like, they get fucked by, you know, some other place like Wisconsin or some shit, and they're like, actually, we're just gonna handle Wisconsin, we're pulling out of NM, sorry. Even though they said they were gonna handle NM, like, there's some bullshit. They get killed by Xfinity. Well, I don't even think I would have enjoyed AT&T, to be honest with you. I'm not like totally falsetto that they pulled out of that deal like that. I mean, it would have helped them a lot had they kept through with it, but it seems like they don't have enough like stability in their lives, and I don't like Dallas in general. Like, I just don't like Texas very much. So if Easy comes to my house and they're like, hey, do you want to have our internet? I might just turn them down. I don't know about Vexes, but I feel as if EC probably needs to get turned down because they're probably too cheap, honestly. Like, it's like nothing easy thing. I feel as if one of them is crucial, it's them. They're hype. No, they're not hype. They don't look like hype numbers, they look like crucial numbers. I have to look at Vex's numbers again, but Vex's might be better hype or better Seagate. Which, I mean, like, bro, I need a company that can compete in a ranked grind. I don't need a company that is literally straight up, like, you know, racist to the point where, you know, I'm either having to go to sleep or kill myself if I want to get a win. Why do that? Maybe they're trying to save gas, maybe? I don't know. I thought they had a lot of gas. I don't know why they I know why they would put out a deal. They're just, I mean, honestly, dude, I'm going to be honest, dude. Like, if you have ever visited Texas and competed there, I guarantee you won't like it. Guarantee you. they don't want to help people who are the best or better. They want to.
Bro, I walked right over it. That is so unfortunate.
I don't even know what they want. Probably just want to help themselves out mostly. Just like the trashy thing is, I was saying this earlier. It's like, you know, you give them something and they take it and then they want more. So competing in Texas is like seriously not fun. I've competed in Texas a few times and not one time did I enjoy it, dude. Seriously, it was literally the least amount of fun I ever fucking had. That might be one of the reasons why I didn't stick with track until until I was older. But I mean, like that Texas is just seriously, they're just all roid. They're just all roid. They're total fucking fluff, and they're not even afraid to fucking hide it. They think it's like the cure to fucking the world hunger or some shit, but it's just some Utah garbage. And like the fact that they want to fucking side with Utah over NM is what is really fucking hurtful, and it's harmful. It's harmful for them and hurtful for them. It's a Utah fucking hookup, dude. Crushing it like some sort of fucking white supremacist because they have nothing else. They're not smart enough to create something that is capable of beating an opponent. They have to go to a bunch of Utah that has a bunch of fucking Verizon Quantum and a bunch of fucking Xfinity Quantum. The reason why it matters is because Utah fucking loses every fucking sport, so now they have a fucking online win. It's like SSG is the best or whatever. You know, sometimes, well, maybe because all their fucking real losses in all their different leagues. They even just started a professional hockey team. They wanted to give Utah all that money, and it does, like, what about, your neighbor's infrastructure? You're not giving them that any money, where you are in what? They said that they were pussyfooting. You know what? Do you understand what the term pussyfooting is? Let me see. I need to look this up, dude. I'm not like, I'm not from that kind. I don't know how to pussyfoot personally, honestly. What does it mean when someone says a company is pussyfooting around? They're acting excessively cautious, hesitant, and unwilling to commit to a definite plan or decision. Holy shit. Dude, you needed to be pussyfooting around like 20 years ago. You're way fucking behind, like, oh, that is not good. I just read the other day that they fucking hit a bunch of fucking water lines while they were doing this shit. That's not good news. These fucking idiots. They have bad luck because they're not buying into fucking Xfinity stock and they're not drinking Budweiser every night. Yeah, I need to take a break for a Budweiser. I can still do my job, officer. I'm not driving anywhere. I'm just pushing extremely fragile fiber optic cables through a hole and digging shit. Digging shit. You know, like what's the falsetto guy with the Bud Light. They realized that we weren't going to drink a lot of Bud Light like a bunch of racist idiots. They're like, we got to get out of here. They're not willing to drink enough Bud Light according to these statistics. How much do those statistics cost you? Don't worry about it. You got to pay for statistics even. Punch the Ocha.
section gun.
Oh, that's so bad. That's not smart. They should have gone with the Zuka time infusion. It totally murders Potato hardcore, dude, because Potato don't even know. Yet they think they can bully know too much. Like, they figure out a Potato. But they're like the most better persons. So Budweiser just fucking abuses their fucking family. Like, just helps out Kansas City. I want to help out Missouri. Like, I don't know why. See, I don't look at Missouri like that. You know, I think of Missouri and I'm like, you're probably a white supremacist. You know, stay the fuck away from me. If you're not gonna fucking help me, get the fuck out of my way. If you help me, be very wary. Because I'm like trash to you, I ain't helping your ass. You're what? You're a bunch of stupid fucking bud. I like hemp, I don't like, you know, hops? I don't give a shit about a fucking hop, dude. Why the fuck would I care about a hop? If a public figure figures out a hop and what, gets a bunch of kids eaten by a shark, like, you know, at some point we're all getting judged, dog. Just remember that. Even the figure. And that's the thing is, like, I almost feel as if figures have much more responsibility to act in a kind light. And, you know, doing porn really isn't a kind light. They're given the responsibility to be looked up to by the entire United States and, you know, world communities. The internet is not, it's not a trash can. The internet is like, it's a giant web of, you know, intelligent beings all interconnected, you know, relaying data to one another. The more important the data, the more relevant, you know, the internet becomes. So, like, if you treat it like a trash can, like, that's not how smart people would. Shouldn't be talking with players even a little bit. Shouldn't be flirting with anyone even a tad. Shouldn't even be like pretending like this or that for views or anything like that. She already gets like 20K a month, like straight up tax free. That's a lot of fucking money, dude. 20K a month? What the fuck is all this money going to? Is my question. Because like, I'm gonna be honest with you, dude. Like, there's why do you even put yourself out there if it's gonna be something stupid and just to get money? Yeah, but then why? What do you even spend the money on? Oh, it's just saved. Oh, it's just it just sits there. So you're basically just doing a bunch of dumb shit just so you can have something that is useless.
Oh, right? I thought that would have been an over.
I'd rather do fucking fentanyl than drink a Budweiser. It's because they want to win at the fucking video game, bro. Golly. They need their fucking super sleep as well. What the fuck do you expect? What else are they supposed to do, dude? They have fucking shit wire. The wire is straight up dog shit. Or it's fucking 5G. Like, Jesus Christ, man. Like, how can you expect them not to have to put a fucking advantage over themselves like that? If they need it to win, like, there are other things that a fucking, city or state or, neighboring city or state can do to help out, the little guy. But if they don't do it, then the little guy don't have to help them out. And what? If they're gonna pussyfoot around, I'm not gonna go in there and work for them and, make it and turn them into like a really good company. I'm disabled because I was, had a lot of issue with my back and with, my knee, and to be honest with you, my back has never really healed, and if I did get a procedure, it was, bullshit, and I'm going to be honest with you, man, like, I'm not happy about, bullshit like that in my life. Such a broke-ass retard. I need hype bullshit. I needed hype bullshit like at least 5 years ago. I mean, you get me hype bullshit the year that you win it at home and say our little guys didn't help you as much and that you got them for the next one. They'll be like, yeah, we'll help you twice as much, and you'll literally win 2 in a row without even having to have a fucking Google Quantum, because of a fucking nuke indoctrination that you can't get otherwise. You can't do that because you're what? You're a slave to a list, you're a slave to money, you're a slave to something that I can't control, and I'm not gonna try to control it, just like I'm not gonna try and fucking go over to Texas and, teach them how to make a Singapore better. But I mean, hopping in on what the fuck, like, it's not the problem. I think the problem is just stupid influencers thinking that they can treat the internet like trash. It goes for YouTube content creators too. Like, why do people have to be so fucking stupid? Texas doesn't own the internet, just so you know. They just have some nice data centers. You can try to be nice to Texas, but trust me, they're not going to be nice to you. Like, I don't know what you want me to say, man. Like, just because Texas claims that they're trash doesn't mean that the internet is trash. You're putting yourself out there for the entire internet, though, and a lot of that stuff. It's not just your trash following. You're saying, in that sense, I'm trash at that point, but I am not trash. I am not trash. Do these hands look trash to you? Do they look like trash, or do they look like better hands? Because they're better hands, and like better nuke is really all, and better recipe is really all. And I don't do well with trash. I think trash is.
It's a chore.
over on PQ. Another hit. Alright.
It's gonna be better because I build a better setup than stock kids. Like 2 months out of the year, dude. And they can literally hold that against me because there's not another good company saying, hey, we actually deserve that win. And your figure is like, they're in over their head, dude. They're like literally incapable of real honesty and real love. Yeah, like a side swipe. So I mean, they're not really doing much to help.
Yeah, Shock, I think that might just be your only choice, really. It definitely looks like it would be divisive. That game is definitely going to test your monitor calibration, for sure. Like, you're going to need your monitor color calibration to be freaking good. Yeah, but the same people that are preying on his downfall, the same people who were preying on Assassin's Creed's downfall. Look how good it did. You know, like it's the freaking same weirdos. They're just Monster Hunter woke, bro. Come on. Same people.
You can only eat them like chicken fingers if beforehand you nuke everyone, including us, like in The Last of Us. Like, I'm like on with that. I'm like, this Indonesian lady knows what's up. Knows all motherfuckers. They wanted a better diet. They wanted lemon bars and apple cake. And I don't want to spend all my sugar on lemon bars and apple cake, my dude. I want to put it in paste because it's good. It tastes much better and it's a lot more healthy. Did you know that whenever I made those lemon bars and apple cakes to get a decent Onyx run, playing at higher skill level, better nutrition based on Ron Silver's better recipes. If they are his, I don't know. Maybe they're someone else's. Sometimes they host recipes from other people. But I gained like probably 10, 15 pounds, and then over like 2 months, and also got acne, broke out like a fucking sweaty nerd, because it's like very oily, some of the stuff in there, and it's not meant to be eaten like that. It's meant to like be made for like a party and shared for everyone. This lemon bar has practically rotted my teeth. I need to like build up my enamel again, dude. I want paste. And what I'm drinking now doesn't even have any real like lemon in it. Got a little bit of true lemon. I put like what, like an eighth of a teaspoon, or fourth. I think it was an eighth of a teaspoon. Yeah, that's why I'm not playing anything Halo competitive. Anything competitive in general. It's scary to play Destiny competitive these days, dude. It just is. There was this guy, he was, he was talking about Marathon, and something that he said about it, it kind of reminded me of how it is in Destiny a little bit, where, you know, basically you fall behind the competitive grind, and then, or even just like the casual competitive grind, and it turns into like you'll never be able to catch up. I'm thinking like whenever Marathon comes out, that probably best not, if John doesn't text me, hit me up to play, probably best to just play Marathon and not even do Destiny challenges, and say, if that season pass isn't really, really good, like, you gotta love it, gotta have it. And I'm probably not. I'll just take a season or two break. I've taken a season or two break before. It's not that bad, like. Uber competitive for Marathon. Just be like competing on like 5 different ranked ladders. And just face it challenges. Is a face it challenge an actual thing? I don't know. We'll look and try and find face it challenges. We'll say that we're gonna do face it challenges regardless, even if they don't like make it a thing. Gotta link my Marathon account to my face it account. The ID or whatever. Basic challenges. Say, guys, basic challenges. Guys, face it. Challenges. Guys, face it. Challenges. This is like a bop it almost. Guys, face it. Challenges. Guys, face it. Challenges. Is this gonna be in-game challenges? Oh, okay, fair enough. I'm just gonna be like, pretend I'm living in a different, world, bro. Face it is like this website if you don't know. It's kind of like game battles. It's called Game Battles. I know it sounded like Game Battles, but Game Battles back in the day, where they do like tournaments online. They also have like ESL things. I don't know. I really only competed in Game Battles. I tried to do Face It for a little bit, but honestly, man, I can't, dude. It's not better enough. The company, I mean, I can build, a better setup and, hex some Xfinity, and then, catch them by surprise every now and then, going off hex and off script. But, at the same time, that doesn't mean that all of Xfinity is based off, like, better instruments or better, quality components or anything like that, because they're kind of more cheesy. Like, they're cheesy components. I don't know. I don't work for. I never worked with them. Like, they do seem to know a lot about cheese, though. And I think like they're like, oh, we mastered cheese for beef, and I'm like, I have a better term for beef, and they would never believe me. And if I have challenged them at the end, and we were writing it on my beef versus their beef, and they fed the beefs to the Dubai Gold Bullet Targeter, we'd win, dude. We'd win, bro. It's gonna make maybe my soup one time. Beef in the soup. Beef in the soup. See, the thing about meat and nutrition is that you really should only have meat like 3 days a week. So, like meat or fish usually is kind of like the rule. It's like what are you gonna put your meat in? Basically, the question. We could win. We could win it. We could win it. We could win it. Do I want to do that for you though? Only if I reach my goal of 100K likes by the end of the stream.
There's no chance that at the event that I just ever lose 50%. I'm freaking trying. I couldn't imagine them sticking to a no SP event for getting extraction too. That's crazy. Oh no, that will definitely happen to me. Yeah, I'll be dying for just all day. I'm gonna be zooming. No true skill talk for a couple of years. We'll see, bro. We'll see. I doubt they keep that anything. I don't see them keeping that thing. You think me and Connor, bro? Oh my god, we're gonna be trying to do this thing then. costume. Yeah, I watched it. The game was great. I knew there was aim assist on mouse, bro. I called that so fast. The second I saw someone track and it showed, I was like, oh, that's insane for aim assist, and it was mouse. And oh yeah, the next one was on mouse. It was like crap. There was an aim assist like the whole game. You guys agree with what I was saying? That they're scared of prox chat being toxic? They need to sign up. There needs to be a thing. I think there needs to be a thing where we can just sign a waiver. Alright? Let us just sign a waiver that says if there is no prox chat, we're okay with it. Or I mean, if people are toxic, we'll survive.
I'm sorry, Cookie Baby.
Let us have prox chat. Let us sign a waiver. Sign a waiver. Fine. Call of Duty is called DMZ, and it's not like this team with units that talk to each other, and then you just add them to each squadron, and then you can't hurt them. You know? You could build something like, in extraction shooters, isn't that like the thing? You don't always have to do each other?
I don't want prox chat. I think it's... I'm like... Seriously, I'm like in so much mental anguish. My mental has been tested so hard that I think that it's not even fun to want to even like think that people could hear me or see me. So, like the capacity to want to reach out or have someone reach out, if it's not a good, like I'm telling you right now, if it's not a good experience, I fucking hate it. I don't just hate it a little bit, dude. Like, I probably hate it 4 times as much as you. If not 40 times. Anywhere between 40 times and 4 times as much as you is, like, how much I actually hate, like, having a bad social experience through any type of chat. And that includes, like a proximity chat. Proximity chat. Check. It's like, I'm not in chat. I would uncheck, dude. Like, no, that's not on my to-do list. It's sad, like, oh man, dude. Some of the Halo, I feel as if it's more distracting whenever I'm trying to focus, and like, man, sometimes it actually triggers me and it totally ruins the game. And then I take like a fucking 20-day break. I'm like, that deserves 20-day timeout on that. And then like, they're like, oh shoot, my team really needed you for that playoff run. My Seattle or, San Jose or San Antonio or, Virginia team, and what I'm like, well, I'm sorry, I didn't have a good experience on your game, and I have class, and I definitely have standards. The social aspect of the game. What happened? It was just like, I think that one time they came in like a gang, and they were like trying to get me banned, and they got me banned, and I was really upset after that. Another time they called my best friend the N-word, and I literally got triggered and like was getting really upset, and we lost even though we were definitely more skilled than the other team. So like, two scenarios, proximity chat here, the people like it. I mean, like, do I gotta get into a third scenario? Because I mean, if we get into a third scenario, it's not going to be good for one of their players, and it goes for Seattle area as well as the other places that I have listed. And that doesn't reference the places that get figured out by those places, because I don't know. Because those places could be like, oh, but actually, Dallas is my influence. Because what? Because I have hoochies in Dallas, and I like the chips, yo. I go chippy whenever we go Yushi, and I say, Mommy, please let me play on the Mario while I milk you. And she's like, Chavo. Can I play some Mario Kart? Look at that new Mario Kart for $80, bro. Worth it. I don't know. I'm not going to get the new Switch. I'm sorry. I'm going all in on Sony, dude. I'm going to buy a second VR headset. Wait. No. I'm going to buy a second one and then return the first one in the second one's case. And then I'm going to buy a bunch of Sony stock. Seriously, I'm like what? I'm trying to like play mind games with these people, dude. Mixed signals is an understatement. Oh yeah. We were raised on mixed signals. My first build was MSI, so I'm really rooted for the mixed signal type of attitude. The persona though, it's different. That's not good. It's not good to have a mixed signal persona. It's okay to have a mixed signal attitude though, I think. Especially if you're just like at home by yourself, or with a dog or two. With my dog. To channel my inner insight. Channel your inner insight, child. Don't be such a troll no more. No, I've actually been kind of like reclusive with my PCs lately. mostly just been watching stuff on the Samsung projector on different streaming outlets. Wondering where I disappeared to. Apparently, the fam got the hookup on some good streaming services. Well, it's like you name it, we got it. You name it, we got it. Oh yeah. No, it's not that good. It's not like the Barbershop Quartet where we really get into some interesting vibes. But Disney Plus, I mean, life before, life after. I feel like Disney Plus has changed me. It turned me much more into like a princess with solutions. You know, the way Sony Princess does it, Disney Princess also does it, but they don't like get into the princess. They're like, they don't even bring up a princess one time in Star Wars. Isn't that crazy? Not one time. I don't think. Let me see. I did watch Damsel, which was kind of messed up, but that's like the most princess I've gone in. That wasn't even on Disney Plus. That was on Netflix. So I think Disney Plus has actually kind of like gone away from the princess persona, but they're definitely into inheriting solutions, specifically, you know, my own solution, which is really, really good, I guess. So their content is getting better. It's good whenever you can say your content is getting better because people will enjoy it. And even if they do like 1, 2, maybe even 3 seasons on each one of those Star Wars outlets, even if they don't have to do mega seasons where they're massive, you know, 5, 6, 7, even 8 seasons long, like they're gonna be pumping out bangers every time. It's gonna, you know, the first 2 seasons at least are gonna get excellent reviews, and that's kind of the pattern I've noticed. Even Acolyte, people are like, oh, it was trash, and I'm like, I mean, I think it was just more action based, and it really wanted to explore like the action sequence of Jedi, and you know, it introduced more Sith because I think Andor didn't really have much for that. It wasn't really about. It was more about like the struggle between the two sides, and not as much about, you know, Emperor-y stuff. The Emperor. Should we do the blues or should we leave them hanging? Should we just stay sour? Stay sour, my friends. 2:30. I think I'm gonna try and like make a reach with an HDMI cable and do my own sours, and then decide if I want to do the blues whenever I'm done with my own sours, because that's just planning on just doing sours and kind of saving my essence for my streaming services. Maybe throwing a little bit of money at Bungie at some point too. But like I said, they have been pretty good. I mean, I just like that they're getting better. Like, that's good. It's always good for creating excellent and beautiful and gorgeous feelings and the vibes of Immaculates, and they're just, it really, I mean, Andor got me good, like, I'll be honest with you. Andor, I almost felt like every few episodes I was getting just, like, really, really strong, you know, vibes. It's, like, emotionally charging, emotionally fueling. I was starting to get that a little bit on The Last of Us, just a little bit. Like three episodes in, I started getting like those type of feelings, and then all of a sudden, I was like, okay, I'm gonna go play because it's too loud, darn too loud. Turn off. Yeah. Good.